Hey there, it's Chieeton. I'm out at the sea. Well, the sandy shore today. The other day I got myself buried in the beach sand for laughs, and afterward my entire body started tingling and prickling. At first, I figured the sand grains were just prickling me, but the pain felt weird, so I climbed out of the sand and rinsed it off in the sea, and then something like this was stuck to it. That's a tiny sand flea, also known as a sand piranha. I'd heard rumors of man-eating bugs living on the beach, but I finally managed to get them to bite me. Some people might be scared to think that such bugs are on the beach, but rest assured, many people were playing here on the beach, yet not one of them noticed these creatures. They just kept happily enjoying themselves. Well, when you sit still on the sand, just a quick prick, about the same as a mosquito bite, and because they carry no venom, there's really nothing to fret about. Still, you'll find reports of an Australian youth who soaked his feet at the shoreline for several minutes and emerged drenched in blood after the tiny sand flea chewed away at him. Let them keep gnawing and you can indeed start bleeding. Well, I don't think there are many such weirdos, so I don't think you need to worry. To get back at the tiny sand flea that tried to eat me, I'm gonna catch a whole lot today and try cooking tiny sand flea fried rice. Alright, let's head out and gather some tiny sand flea. The sand fleas dig little burrows like this, and in the puddles that form, they wriggle around, swimming back and forth. These specimens are the tiny sand flea, and since the tasty giant isopod everyone loves belongs to the same sand flea family, it's safe to assume these sand fleas are delicious as well. Alright, let's get bitten right now. Ow, it's prickly and hurts. Wow, this really stings. Okay, here the tiny sand flea is clamped onto my arm, and that prick feels pretty painful, about 10 times the quick sting you get from a mosquito bite. Wow, it's going to town on the back of my hand too. Ouch. Alright, tiny sand flea captured. Looks like blood is trickling from the earlier bite mark. The tiny sand flea took a bite out of me, so that's a souvenir. And just like that, tiny sand fleas chow down on carcasses washed ashore along the beach. They're often nicknamed the beach's cleaning crew. They're one crucial species that the entire beach ecosystem relies on. Alright, let's keep scooping them all up. Drop some bait into the puddle, then lift up the sand fleas that bite down on it. Ouch! See, caught them! Caught it! Right here, 2 of them, and another clinging to my wrist. Ow! You're probably thinking I should just scoop them up with a net, and I did bring a strainer, but they're smaller than its mesh and escape. Since that's not very efficient, I'll deploy my secret weapon. Ta-da! A horse mackerel! Whoa, hold up. The instant the mackerel hits the water, they swarm out like crazy, just devouring it. Tossing a fish into the water pooled in our freshly dug hole was absolutely the perfect move. Oh no! Shoot, that's 100,000 gonna swept away! Sad news, that wave. The mackerel drifted away in that surge, but since there are still tons around, I'm planning to make them cling to my hand and carry them home. Whoa, they latched on like crazy. Ouch, ouch, that's prickly. If I lift slowly, look now. They're stuck all over. Let's take this home with us. Just keep repeating this. Ouch. If there are this many, it should be easy to gather them. This is crazy fun, and shaking alone won't make it drop. Alright, now scrub your hands well. I got bitten so much I'm bleeding.
Hey, boss!
Whoa, we're collecting a ton.
Right?
So cool. You made a bite?
Yeah, I did. Look, it comes back like this, see?
Its head has already turned to bone, and a crazy swarm of flies totally covers it. And by chance, there are many sand crab holes open around here. Maybe ghost crabs come out at night and feed on the sea turtle carcass. Look, look, this is a sand crab's true form. So cute. I just came across a surf clam, and I'd like to see how this tiny sand flea reacts if I offer it to him. Incidentally, on this beach, there are no fishing rights governing wedge clam. Oh, right away the tiny sand flea found a wedge clam and started eating it. Whoa, the sand fleas have surrounded the clam like a little ball. As expected of the beach cleaner, at this pace, the wedge clam will vanish in a blink. Oh, it got split in 2. In just 5 minutes, a wedge clam was eaten by the tiny sand flea. That's some appetite. Thanks to my wife's help, we were able to catch a lot of the tiny sand fleas. Alright, let's take it home and cook. Let's go home. In fact, I was going to home, but my wife... She ended up heading towards the sea with my bodyboard. I brought home some tiny sand fleas, member of the same family as the giant isopod. After a day and a half of gut clearing, they've been frozen to finish them off. I thought I collected plenty, but altogether it looks surprisingly scant. Still, I reckon there are at least several hundred of them, and I'm excited to eat them. To make sand flea fried rice, first saute these tiny sand flea in oil. Fire. Now toss in tiny sand fleas. Oh wow, this smells insanely good. Seriously? Whoa, it's absolutely sakura shrimp. Hold on a sec. Right now. I was so blown away I called my wife over. This is incredible. Hey, can you come smell this for me right now, please?
Shrimp?
Isn't that crazy?
Wow, it totally smells like shrimp. This is going to taste great.
It is. A light, that's enough. Yeah, it smells insanely good. The only thing off my expectations is I thought it would turn bright red, but it really didn't end up looking that red. Then for now, we'll transfer this onto a plate. That looks so good, I can't wait. Moving on. Since we're out of green onions, let's grab some wild garlic chives from the yard. That should be enough. By the way, that's a pineapple. Tear up the chive leaves we just picked and toss them into the pan. Such an awesome chive aroma. Some yards have daffodils sprouting, so please be careful not to mix them up with chives or you could get food poisoned. And a small amount of minced garlic. Oil in... Fire! Give the garlic and chives a quick saute. Wow, smells awesome. Then pour in beaten eggs. Then at this point we add in rice. It's fresh rice harvested at our place this year, and it looks delicious. It's blending nicely. Now we add salt and pepper. And then add the sand fleas. Mix it thoroughly. Whoa, it smells incredible. It smells like sakura shrimp. Everything's blended together perfectly well now. Done. Here is tiny sand flea fried rice. Thanks for the ocean's bounty. Let's happily dig in now. Man, I'm super excited. Here's a tiny sand flea pinched my butt and arm. Let's eat. Yeah, tasty. It's basically sakura shrimp fried rice, and the shrimp aroma hits you strongly too. That distinctive shrimp-type crustacean flavor blooms throughout your mouth. That's really delicious. Sure, the fried rice itself is great, but while you chew, you get this constant crunch as the tiny sand flea pops here and there, and that playful texture feels delightful to me. Yeah, interesting. It feels like there are crunchy puffs mixed inside too. There's no off flavor, smell, or bitterness, so it goes down easy. Anyone could enjoy the taste. The downside is that catching enough of them was tough, so as an ingredient, it demands a bit of work. The taste might be truly outstanding. This is just kimchi jjigae soup from home. I'm drinking it from my relentless challenge mug. Ah, so good. Well, it's freaking delicious.
Hey, hubby! Smells good. That's straight up shrimp fried rice. Thank you for cooking. Yeah, the very instant it hits my tongue, it's literally shrimp. So good. This is the one, right? This texture is nice. It's like dried sakura shrimp. Crispy and interesting. You know what? This could be good even in okonomiyaki.
That's an interesting. Okonomiyaki could work, or toss it into monjayaki.
Right.
Yes, I think it could pair well with flour-based dishes.
My daughters would absolutely love this.
Should we let everyone taste it later?
Let's let them have a taste.
This fried rice made with tiny sand fleas. The shrimp flavor was beyond anything I imagined. It was delicious. Right after this, I'd love to share this with my nephew and other kids so we can all enjoy it together. So if you found today's video fun, don't forget to hit the like button and click the share button below to spread it to your friends. I'll keep putting out more and more exciting videos, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. Bye bye!